I am the cosmic magic light Merlin. Everyone here in the space of timelessness I greet as a magician with the tones of Korinak. You too welcome the magic within you by turning to it and welcoming it as part of reality within you. You have followed the call of Merlin, and I will reward you with high radiance of magic for your trust. Perhaps you are carrying thoughts about the magic which complicate your magical access, because magic is one of the energetic forms that carries a lot of power and unfortunately was often abused in other incarnations. But if your inner child turns trustingly, playfully and easily to the magic, then your mind has much fewer conditions, very few objections, and you can allow the magic in this radiance and bundling of energies to accept. A child that is born again always carries the same innocence in itself. A radiance in the eyes, full of unconditional love. No human being knows exactly how to return to this original state. But Merlin supports your inner child to remember this heart wisdom and radiance. And what Merlin also reminds you of is the feeling of working together with magic, out of the deepest divinity, to make your own, as well as the world around you, a more beautiful place. In so many times, you were aware that magic is a very pure energy. You yourself, with this energy and with great radiance, have bundled energies, healed, made new paths possible, given the world support. You spent the energies and worked over long distances. It was natural for you to be deeply connected with this energy and to playfully deal with it, to love it, to nourish it, and to be mindful. Many times you worked magically and gave yourself what your soul desired. You've worked for the planet with enthusiasm and in deep connection to the magical world, to all that lives in the universe, on the planet, and in the world. Only later you received the magic book, read in it, got instructions to remember what magical being lives in you. And in some times, people have also abused this form of energy to get power. But you are ready, otherwise Merlin wouldn't have chosen you to be here. You are ready to follow your inner voice and give space to magic in your life. And for this to happen, Merlin calls you to let yourself fall, very, very deep inside yourself, where you can feel the magical spirit within. With a few deep breaths, you open yourself to the rays of magic. They allow you to enter the playroom of your inner child, smile at it, and it already feels that these moments are something different from the everyday life. Turn to your inner child full of trust. You will feel how open-heartedly and willingly it shows itself to you and opens itself to these energies. And when you are ready, my dear magician, welcome me in the playroom of your inner child. I appear in this room in my very own way. With the highest radiance, the energy of Merlin flows into this room, and your inner child is not afraid at the sight of Merlin, but is full of love, because it can feel that the great wizard Merlin is only the most beautiful, perfect, and magical things in store for your inner child. Holding the magic wand in my hands, I open a hidden door in this room, you know. You can see that your inner child is a little excited with joy, and if you allow him, it will be his pleasure to accompany Merlin into this magical world behind this door. I will hold your inner child by the hands, and if you close your eyes now in this room for a few moments, you will understand and experience the world anew through the eyes of your inner child. You will understand and experience the world anew through the eyes of your inner child. With big, wide open eyes that are shining, a smile that cannot be wider, and full of pride, your inner child enters together with Merlin an otherwise hidden world. Through the eyes of your inner child, you smell the liveliness of this magical forest. You hear the animals in the background. You see the fairies floating along the treetops. And Merlin allows you, your inner child, to visit a place that carries the magic of reality especially intensely for your inner child. Break through your imagination, which is too narrow to see what is happening here, such as the cuckoo clocks on the trees running backwards. Angelic beings, shining lights. The magic moves towards you. The mysticism, the magic, feel it in all your cells. See how especially young animals come to you because they respond to your inner child. A small fox may approach you, perhaps a small bear or a young eagle. And whatever shows itself to you behind the treetops in the magical forest, look only through the eyes of your inner child, but just allow him to play like this, to be with these animals, with these friends. Feel life with every breath that enters you, making your heart overflow with happiness. Feel the amazement when you see the giraffes that just walk past you. See also the magic lights, the dwarfs singing a song together. Hear from far away the elves celebrating a feast. Here, in the magical world, where everything is possible, elephants, rhinoceros, all that in the enchanted forest with your inner child. And these beings follow your wishes, those of your inner child. If he wants to ride on an elephant will manifest. Lift your inner child with his trunk and carry him through this magical forest. Your inner child will even be able to speak the language of the elephant. Enjoy your inner child experiencing miracles, sitting on butterflies, gliding along the horizon. Do not limit yourself, my dear child. Do not limit yourself, my dear child. Here with Merlin, everything is possible. Let yourself be delighted by these moments of magic. Feel how the thoughts of your inner child become freer, more detached. Talk to the trees. Watch the monkeys glide along. Swim in the ocean of love that holds everything you desire. The magical forest allows you to experience unity, wholeness, and magic at the highest levels. Korinek, my dear human child, glide along vines or close your eyes and travel to the universe. Sit down, my dear inner child, and Merlin will help you for a while with all your wishes, with trying out every fantasy. Set yourself free and become anything you want to be now. An animal, or just as big or as small as you want to be. You can now hear everything, taste everything, smell everything. There's no longer a limit for you. My dear human, my dear magician, Merlin is asking you now to feel everything that your inner child is feeling, while it is allowed to be what it is, while it is allowed to live in an experience its divinity, because you are allowing it to do so. Become one with these feelings, because Merlin is here not only for you to experience something, but to empt magical consciousness on all levels and to give you the healing that you are now experiencing through your inner child. I feel the joy, the smile on your face that expands more and more, the enthusiasm, the childlike joy that vibrates higher than almost any other energy in you. You need this childlike joy if you want to reach the highest levels of magic, if you want to live a life of lightness, compassion and love. You need your inner child more than you know. It holds so many wonders for you, carries so much strength and omnipotence energy. You will be amazed if you allow it to be childlike, to be magical, to try out what is possible in this incarnation, because the world of magic is ready to open up to you. And so, welcome the beginnings within you. Now get off the elephant if you ride an elephant. Come back from the universe if you are flying around. Whatever you do, with one deep breath, you will be in the magical forest, my dear inner child. Do it now and be completely in the hands of Merlin, so that we can return to your playroom and so that I can give you a gift there. Feel my hand, through which you can feel the magic deeper, and be delighted by what you were allowed to experience, my dear human child. My dear human being, rejoice in everything that you see more now, while you slowly leave the forest, than in the moments when you entered it. See how many more colors you perceive, how many more voices you hear. Pay attention to every little thing. They show you that you have expanded. My little child, I am Merlin. Return with me to your playroom. Look at this person who made this possible for you with gratitude and joy. She didn't know how much she took from you, but you have opened his eyes, her eyes, with me on today, and she can feel what you need. Merlin will now, my dear human being, establish an energy channel for you, which will reach from here to the universe. So you will experience more harmony with your inner child, and your inner child will reach the magical worlds of the universe more easily. You will feel this at night, when you are asleep and dreaming, traveling, but you will also perceive changes in your mind, which from now on will consider much more possible. Soon your feelings will also evolve towards more kindness, towards more aliveness, and towards more mindfulness, because your inner child can feel that if it steps on a wrong branch in the magical forest, an animal may be frightened, that everything has a meaning, and that it is very important to love every energy. My dear inner child, Merlin has promised you a gift, a magical gift. I want to give it to you personally, and I wrapped it in a beautiful paper for you. It glitters in the most beautiful colors of the rainbow, and it looks almost as if it were alive. Merlin that I am now presents you with this gift, my dear child. Be careful with it. Take time to receive it now very slowly. Unpack it and marvel at it. A magic top for you, my dear child. It is not just a spinning top. It is an accelerator of energies, a world connector, a mystical means of transport of many energies. And Merlin allows you, my dear child, to playfully discover the spinning top. You will find out, if you take the time, what this top means to you and what it will enable you to do. I am happy for you, my dear child. You have absorbed so much magical energies. I will now once again, with my magical cloak, turn in your playroom, and the moment I disappear before your eyes, the room will blossom for all time in a new, more radiant and magical energy. Look around your room. What has changed? My dear child, you are so wise and brave and strong. Now lay your hands on the person so that he feels, she feels, and deeply engages with it. He, she will feel what you have in store for him or her, my dear child, and the energy will expand in that human soul. This is the reality. So much is possible in these moments if only you allow it. Allow yourself to accept the gifts of your inner child. Let yourself fall into those little children's hands. Feel how so much pain falls away from you, how so much suffering is transformed, so much narrowness. So much solidity. How your body begins to move, to dance within itself. Its cells begin to vibrate. Your spirit expands, but above all, your heart's joy returns in intense radiance. Listen to your inner child encouraging you, whispering wisdom to you along the way. And then take a few deep breaths that make you realize what has happened now. Say goodbye to your inner child, full of gratitude, new courage, freshness, life light, and life love. Promise your inner child, if you really mean it, to be more mindful, perhaps to visit it more often, and perhaps to allow Merlin to operate the spinning top once again with your inner child. So now let go. Return from the playroom of the inner child I have closed the door to the other world, but I will come back if you allow me and open it for you and your inner child again. These are the moments that are called life. Take this aliveness with you into the rest of your life. Allow yourself to see the world a little differently, to see more possibilities, to be enthusiastic, loving, full of devotion, childlike, to grasp, to wonder. Learn to marvel, guess riddles, discover what lies hidden. Everything in its beauty, in its completeness, and don't let the everyday heaviness touch you so much, because you remember in yourself how much more is possible, and you can also accomplish all this in your everyday life. Merlin has been working deep within you. There are many expansions that will be extended for a while, many embeddings that are possible. If you allow your inner helpers, you will gather many insights in the next days and nights of change. Merlin tells you, magic cannot be separated from you, because magic is. So let magic revive you. Let every moment of your being be enriched and feel the enormous power that is now granted to you with this deep initiation. Soham, you are divine. Nothing can stop you, because you carry the power and the omnipotence of change within you. Inspired by your inner child and the magic, carrying the magic within you, your life will change if you allow it. So marvel at life in you. Let the changes take hold by allowing them to, and by consciously manifesting them. Live in lightness, enjoy, and be told you are a magical light on the planet. And so I say you are valuable. Even if you sometimes have doubts, even if you sometimes feel small or don't know what to do, call your inner child, Master Merlin, and you will feel better. This is what I would like to give you on the way. Before I say goodbye now with a word of farewell from the spiritual world that I carry to you, filled with patterns of magic, an Anesha.